Now, the only thing that really hurt me about looking up Future Box was I didn't see Iron Valiant in it, right? Iron Valiant is one of my favorite cards ever printed. 2 damage counters anywhere on the board just for swapping it in. 200 base damage on Laser Blade. That's an insane amount of damage, but it's not going to get your KOs. So how exactly does Future Box work? Well, what we're looking at here is a deck designed around Miraidon and Iron Crown. So Iron Crown is the main sake component of the deck. What we've got here is Cobalt Command. Attacks used by your future Pokemon, except Iron Crown, do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. I mean, that's crazy. This stacks, right? So we're talking about taking Cobalt Command, 4 Iron Crowns, 80 more damage on some of our hitters. Imagine combining that with Iron Hands. Amp You Very Much doing 200 damage. We slap on a future booster capsule. 220 on Amp You Very Much is taking 3 prize cards for Pheasantipity, for Rotom, for Squawkabilly. It's massive. But you might be asking me, Stu, that's great, understandable, but this deck doesn't have Mirage Gate like the Pika Box did. How are you gonna power up Iron Hands? Dear viewer, I am so glad you asked these questions. We're gonna use Baby Miraidon. So me personally, I don't like the Miraidon EX deck. I understand it's good and I see the value in it, but I love this Miraidon, right? I want a Pokemon that has crazy acceleration, but in this format can kill Badu for 1 energy. So that's what we're doing here with peak acceleration, right? If we open with this card, we are going to put 2 of our basic energies directly onto our Iron Hands. Now our energy list is a little convoluted here. We're running 6 grass, 4 electric, 2 psychic. So when we look at our actual list of attacks here, we do pack the Iron Thorns, by the way. It's really just there in case you're in a matchup where like, I've got to get this down and shut down the opponent's abilities early, right? I mean, this could be super helpful against Lugia, and it's probably something you're going to have to do in a Lugia matchup to not get outpaced. But the energies really looks like Miraidon comes down, slaps a grass and an electric from the deck onto the Iron Hands. Now, why are we picking grass, and why are we not just going full electric psychic in this deck? Well, Iron Leaves EX has something to say about it. Rapid Vernier allows you to play this card from your hand onto your bench, instantly switch it to active, and fully charge it up if you have the required energy on any of your Pokemon. We are going to load the board with grass and electric energy to hit hard with Iron Hands EX, to instantly swing in with Iron Leaves. And keep in mind, 180 plus 80 from our crowns, that's 260. Plus 20 from our booster capsule. Iron Leaves is hitting 280, and if it's a Zard deck, GG, we're grass type. So we've got a little bit of other tech in here. You know, obviously I mentioned the Iron Valiant being able to do really big things. Sometimes switching it out gives you the extra 20 you need on, let's say, an Iron Hands to be able to get a KO. We've got the Iron Bundle in here because it just acts as another gust component. We're really able to disrupt the opponent's bench, move things around. You don't get to choose what you move with the Iron Bundle, but that might not be an issue if your whole goal is to just get a weak Pokemon in front of Amp You Very Much and take 2 to win the game. As far as trainers go, we're looking pretty standard for your Lost Zone decks. The thing is, I've taken out all of the Pokegear. I'm not sure that Pokegear is necessary in Future Box. When you've got Professor's Research, Judge, Iono, you're already going through so much of your deck that it just didn't feel worth it to also have the 4X Pokegears in there. So instead, I put 3 Switch cards in. This is just to be able to utilize our Iron Valiant to get that extra 20 damage if we need it somewhere. And on top of that, late game, you're going to find yourself in a position where you've used all of your future boosters, maybe one's prized. You've used all of your XP shares onto Iron Crowns. You're not in a position anymore where you're getting free switches. And so I threw the switch cards in there really as a way to say, all right, I'm not going to get boss locked down late game. We don't run Turos. Keep that in mind, right? If it's on the board, it's on the board. We're not able to escape. Now we've got things like the Techno Radar, which is really just the craziest search card for the deck. All you have to do is discard one card, and you're going to just search for two futures, right? Oftentimes you're grabbing a Miraidon and a crown, or another crown and an Iron Hands, right? You're grabbing your set pieces turn one, you're putting them on the board, and we're a pretty chunky deck, right? Miraidon is 110. That could be, clothed early on. Granted, if they hit it, they hit it. It's not like you're going to get donked easily with this deck. As long as you're setting up the cards properly, you should be fine. The XP share is a really important concept here. You want to get XP share onto Iron Crowns, because if your Iron Hands dies with 4 energy on it, and you have 3 XP shares, you can move 3 of his energies across your board. Then we can reboot pod for the last one, and odds are any of our attackers we will be able to boost up in one turn. So really the deck works as well as you can figure out your lines, right? I'm not going to say I'm the best player of it yet. What I am going to say is I've fallen in love with it. I think Future Box is my playstyle. 100% feels right to pilot. I'll probably make some errors here and there, but feel free to point them out for me in the channel. We are going to hop out and get into some games. I am very excited to show off Future Box, including Iron Valiant in this list. And then hopefully we have some Aegislash coming up next week, actually. I've been cooking back on my old Aegislash list, and things feel good. So if you guys like the content, throw me a subscribe, throw me a like, send the video to a friend, get me out there a little bit. Brand new channel, trying to make the content happen. Appreciate everything you guys do. Let's jump into some games. All right, game 1. Looks like the opponent has lost the coin flip. That is amazing. So, Future Box, we are looking to go second. Obviously, Miraidon is a huge component of this deck. The earlier we can get him out, the faster we can get this going, the better, right? So beautiful opener. We got Miraidon and Iron Crown, double Techno Radar, and Professor's Research. Guys, this game is gonna be fast, okay? Just wait to see what happens turn 1 here. Let's see what we get for the mulligan. A Crispin, okay. So Crispin would have been nice, actually, but we'll likely just send it out with the Professor's Research. Unfortunately, we're sending my 1 full art Crispin to the discard. Really big fan of this card art, by the way. I think it's fantastic. Let's see, we got the Pidgey. We got the double Dinos. I'm just not worried, though. I mean, once this deck gets going, it's so hard to stop. Now, he could rare candy and find himself going into a Hydreigon really early. Luckily, we have the benefit of it only doing 200 damage. Again, like I said, guys, this deck is thick. Okay, so the XP share goes down. We're going to go ahead and drop switches, right? This isn't a game. Well, okay, this definitely isn't a game for Iron Valiant, but we couldn't have even if we wanted to. So that Techno Radar gets us the double crown. This Techno Radar gets us the Iron Hands and our 4th crown. So we slap it down, play the Iron Hands, research. Guys, we have so much energy. There it is. We were bound to find one in the deck. We have a future energy. We have a basic energy. And we're going to smack for 140 damage. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 from the booster. Come on. This is exactly what you wanted to see from the Future Box deck. So here's where things start getting sequency, right? We need a grass. We need an electric. We go ahead and pop them both down on the Iron Hands. We'll take our prize card. And guys, also you'll see deck lists for future box out there that include a counter catcher. I'm sorry, but with Budu in the format and people thinking that games can move slower than they actually have to, you're taking KOs early. I don't see you going below in prize trades, right? I always think you're going to be ahead of your opponent in the prize trade, especially with Miraidon hitting for 140 on a perfect opener. Perfect, keep in mind, right? So let's see what he does here. He likely is hunting for the Hydreigon, and he needs to get it. I mean, I get it. But his energy's on the Dino, right? If his energy was on the Zweilous, we would be a little more concerned. But I'm not really that concerned no matter what. I mean, if he... Oh, come on. That's what we need. It would have been nice to leave a spot open for the Iron Bundle, actually. We could have forced out potentially a 3 prize play on one of those. But it's fine. We're just going to keep moving. He does get the rare candy. Okay. He is going to go ahead and candy. That's fine. We'll hit the crashing headbutt. So he likely searches... Oh, he has the Neo Upper. So he still needs a Psychic. Yeah, you know... It's just... It doesn't look that tough. It seems to me like we are going to... energy up next turn and just keep on plugging away. We'll see what he does, though. He does Super Rod back in some utility. There's the crashing headbutt, and those are great things to lose there. So here's where our XP share really comes in handy. Alright, so we're going to bring up the Iron Hands EX, right? We've got the future energy capsule. But we also have the basic... Okay, yeah, so we'll go ahead and just judge. Interesting. So the Miraidon does kind of help out. So the arm press is doing 240. I mean... You gotta be kidding me, right? Just unreal damage. Now, he could have the Psychic Energy in hand and Obsidian, but Obsidian doesn't help him as much as Crashing Headbutt does, right? Because I get to amp you very much next turn for 3 prize cards. A second Hydreigon comes out. Okay. Guys, we're in a great position right now. It looks scary facing down 2 3-headed darkness dragons. He hits the Crispin. Okay, I mean... It just doesn't matter, though, right? The one downfall of Hydreigon is that it just doesn't have enough damage on its first attack. Wait. Did he mess up his Crispin? We're back in Arceus, by the way. I know last video was like Ho-Oh League or something of that nature, but we've since climbed back into Arceus. So he went with Obsidian. I guess I can understand. But I don't know. I don't know about it, right? Because we just future energy. We dropped the basic down. Professor's research. Another XP share. Town Store. A final XP share. I mean, we're just so set right now. Amp you very much. Please give me what I need. Alright, so there's our 3 prizes. We actually got the double psychic. So, really interesting game. We were not going to use the Iron Valiant against Hydreigon, and we prized both psychic basic energies. And we opened up with Miraidon and quad Iron Crowns. I mean, it feels bad if you're Hydreigon. I guess he could Obsidian if he has the crystal. But Neo Upper was his. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. He'll KO the hands, though, which is good for him. You know, you have to. You have to KO the Iron Hands. But it just doesn't matter what they do, right? Even if they took all of our energy right now off the board, we would just Crispin. We have the basic grass. We have the Techno Radar. The Vernier, just, we take it. Crashing Headbutt's a great play. What if he sends both? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. So we put that there. We put that there. All right. That's a lot of juicy energy. Get the Iron Crown right there. So we're going to Techno Radar. We don't need the Town Store anymore, right? Iron Leaves. Oh, wait. I guess hypothetically we could Iron Thorns just to have it, right? But it doesn't really matter. Yes, we would love to use this. And we'll put the last energy there. You know, just because we can. Put the booster on and double damage hit for 560. Future Box putting in work. Someone get the DeLorean out of the storage shed. I'll catch you guys at game 2. Let's get into game 2. Looks like the opponent did win the coin flip, so we don't have the option to select going second, and they will push us to first. So very likely we're playing a Budu deck. Again, you know, we come pretty prepared for it. I don't love to see the hand at the moment, but we can go ahead and set down the double Miraidon and cash it out right there. Okay. Hold on. We got a visitor today as well. We got a little cat in the lap bonus. If you guys did not know, that is one of the greater boost in all of gaming is cat and lap bonus. Let's see here. What am I thinking? It's turn 1. Yeah. End out. So we've got the Crispy Boys. We've got the Iono. I mean, the reality is we have to Iono, right? We have to get ourselves into a Techno. And then we've got to get ourselves into something to start ramping energy onto, right? Miraidon into Miraidon is not the answer. Now, what very well could be the answer this game is our Iron Valiant, right? Keep in mind that 2 damage ping that we get just for swapping in from Tachyon bits could completely counter the Pikachu EX. Boss's orders out, so he's definitely going to be teal dancing. Place the steel on the Pikachu. He's going to have the E-switch for the grass onto it. Miraidon doesn't look like he will survive very long. I got to be honest. But we'll see here. And he swaps it out immediately. Okay. Okay. Man, guy's hand is small. I almost don't want to Iono, but I have to. Oh. Okay. Yeah, his hand was small. All right, all right. So we know what it is, right? Right, we know what's happening here. Wow, and he gets the MEW EX out of there too. Nice. Okay, so we can get the Iron Valiant. We can play the bundle. We can just swing. We just gotta swing, right? We want to keep... We'll see what's happening here. There's our sidekick. There's a grass. So we'll just go ahead and fully load Iron Valiant, right? If he puts a Pikachu in next turn, he loses a Pikachu next turn. This is why I really wanted to tech in the Iron Valiant. I know it's weird. It's not in most Future Box decks. I've seen a variant of Future Box where the whole concept is focused around the Iron Valiant, swapping, getting the pings, getting the damage from the crown. My issue with decks that completely revolve around Iron Valiant, though, is that we are losing Switch Cart, right? And once we lose Switch Cart, it's like, all right, well, now I don't have 8 ways to swap. Let's see here. Teal Dance. We'll see what he can do. Double Blissey EX means Pikachu is stacked, but again, if he ever leaves Pikachu inactive, he knows it. It can't survive the Valiant pings. Beautiful card art too. Just absolute fan of these future cards. Okay, I love the card art on the all gold Gravity Mountain, but we have all basics, so it doesn't actually do anything here. Who does he swap into? The Mew. Okay. Okay, but this is why we're playing this. We boss the Pikachu. We swap the Miraidon. Tachyon bits. Goodbye, Pikachu EX. Please find another one, good sir. We'll take our 2 prize cards, and we'll send it back his way. Now the second booster... Okay, we've got all 3 of our booster capsules now, right? What we really need to get our hands on is a Switch card, right? I mean, that would be amazing. So here comes the energy onto the Blissey. I got no issue with that. He probably has an E-switch. I mean, he probably gets the kill right here, right? If we're being real. The Iono. So he is looking for the E-switch. Which I get it. You gotta have the E-switch. Night Stretcher. There's this basic grass. Very nice. So he fully builds the Pikachu, but then we fully build the Iron Hand. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of ways this game could go, and they're not all in our favor. That's for sure. I mean, I do want to just point out this guy's down to 17 cards. We've got 42 left still. Turbo is still alive. Budu did not do what people are... I mean, it did. It slowed the game down, but not at the level people are complaining about. I love that play, though, right? That's a sweet deck. He gets the Pikachu EX fully stacked up. Pops for the 300. The only thing I struggle with against, wanting to play that Pika deck with the Blissey is he's down to 17. You know, he only has 3 energy on board. He'll swap them over, but it's starting to look a little bit tough. So we'll throw the basic energy on the Iron Hands. We'll go ahead and Town Store. Hit the Iono. Throw down the Iron Crown. And really what we need is energy. Nice. So if he attacks with Pikachu against Miraidon, he's only going to take 1 prize, and we are in an amazing position. However, if he bosses, we're in a pretty bad spot. I mean, I'm sure he has 2 bosses in the deck, right? I don't think it's the end of the world for us either. I still think we can Virizion out the other Pikachu. But we'll see. We will see. Iron Bundle doesn't really help this game, considering he has the Mew just chilling. It seems like his energy is infinitely replenishable, so maybe I'm wrong with thinking his deck is like riding the line type thing, but we'll see. Again, this deck is built for the research? Wait. He's not going to boss out the Iron Hands? Oh my god. Are you serious right now? Oh my god, that's amazing. He can't countercut you. He can't boss. I think we're good. Because we still have the boss in hand. I really think we're good. I think we just Crispin next turn. We go ahead and grab an XP share onto the Iron Crown. I wish I brought the XP share right now for the Iron Hands. That was a mistake. Sequencing. It matters. Always Town Store if you can. Guy's taking a long time. I'm thinking maybe he sees the line is not there for him. But he always has the ability to Mew. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just Crispin. And we'll take a Grass and Lightning. That's fine. So slap down a Lightning on the Iron Hands, right? Put a Grass here. Town Store. Go ahead and grab that XP share. This XP share goes on to the Iron Crown. So we bring in the hands, and then, oh, there it is. So we could have also put down the Iron Thorns, but that's going to be the game. All right, we're moving into game 3. I'll see you guys there. Game 3. Looking at opponent winning the flip, and okay, beautiful turnout. They are going to give us the second. See if we can. Oh wow, all right. Take the Molly, give it away. Oh wait, okay, 3 Mollies. We ball though, so let's do it. I could not ask for a better game 3. We are playing this thing all the way out. Let's go, baby. We did open the Miraidon and the Town Store with energies. We have the Iono. Ah, looks a little too clean to me here. Gigas. Okay. We do not have Terramons in this deck, so we'll Techno Radar here. We're actually just going to send the Iono. Grab the crown. grab the hands, play, put a basic grass on Miraidon. You really want to throw the grass on it because ideally you're swapping it back to bench and then it's a chance to pull with the iron leaves. Hit the judge, set both players' hands to 4. Oh my god. No way. No way. Techno Radar out the switch. Double crowns. Just like that. Town Store. We'll go ahead and grab us the XP share. I'll slam this thing on an Iron Crown. We don't need it to take this KO. Peak acceleration. I mean, they can have all the mulligan draws they want. They ain't stopping Future Box. This is an absurdly fast engine. Miraidon just throwing energy all over the place. That basic is really nice. We can go ahead and throw that on a crown, right? So if we put this on the crown that has the XP share, it means that if they do KO Miraidon, we're in a position where we have pretty much an automatic Iron Leaves. I'm not sure what this dude is cooking, but we'll see. The Irida comes out, so maybe the Irida was his set piece. Plenty of decks like that. The Radiant Grin, that's always nice. The Gigas is weirding me out. Maybe this is like an anti-EV deck. I'm not totally sure. Actually, wait. I think this morning I saw a thumbnail for an LDF video using Heatran and Gigas. Is that what I'm playing right now? Let me look this up. That would be crazy if I'm already playing against that. Right? Let's see here. Wow, we are in such a good position. Again, basic energy down on the crown. Town Store. Go ahead and grab another XP share. Slap it on another Iron Crown. Research for huge advantage. We don't even need the capsule, right? I mean, we're just taking numbers right now. Let's see here, though. Where is... Yeah, we'll just go double lightning. Go ahead and fully charge up the Iron Hands. Next turn we can start taking double prize cards. Then just 2-2 our way out of the game. Is this the new Gigas LDF deck that I'm seeing right now? Let's see here. Let me look at this deck list. Hisuian Basculegion, Heatran, Gigas, Beldum, Greninja. Yeah, okay. We're definitely playing against it. That's fine. Brand new. This was posted. I don't actually know. This was posted, how many hours ago was this, man? 3 hours ago, and this person's playing this deck. Let's go. Community goes strong. All right. We do KO the Heatran here, but we can also just like boss the Gigas. Yeah, so we'll just swap out, take the Gigas. We might as well continue to play energy down. Kind of sucks that they artisan, but Ampy very much is just too boosted right now with this future energy. Shout out to this guy for building a deck that literally just released on YouTube this morning. That's what I'm trying to do, aspiring to get people on these deck lists as well. So if I end up seeing some future box deck lists with the Tachyon bits teched in there, I would love to see it. Absolutely. I'm not sure what he can do here, though, without Matang. It's likely that our opponent just concedes here. One of the videos that I was having to filter through here, because I play a lot more games than just the ones that are posted in here. I just take the 3 best ones, or the 3 best audio clips from stuff, like us finding this guy playing a deck posted 3 hours ago. This will be the last one of the video, but there it is. The opponent conceded. But right before this match, we had a Lugia deck with a Budew, and my goodness, man, they also conceded immediately. So Future Box, it's hitting hard, it's moving fast, and it takes out the nemesis of the current format, Budew. So grab your Miraidons, grab your booster capsules, get your damage out there. Be putting up another video next week. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you made it all the way through this, thank you very much. Leave a like on the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Helps a ton. I'll catch you next week.